show them how ridiculous they are.
Yeah, exactly.
I heard today there was the guy one of the co-founders of BET, sold BET in like 2001, right? He's a billionaire now. He owns like 160 hotels or something, and he was in Palm Beach. Like, this is like prime Trump country, right? Like, I think either in Palm Beach or West Palm Beach, Trump has his resort.
One of many.
And so I don't think the guy was staying at a Trump resort, but he was staying at, like, 5-star hotel resort thing. He had spent the day like fishing, and then he gets to the hotel to check in, and he handed the receptionist or whoever his credit card, his ID, and his passport, right? And he was wearing his sunglasses, and the lady asked him to take off his sunglasses, and they're prescription sunglasses. Like, yeah, maybe it's silly to wear sunglasses inside, but he's an adult, he can do what he wants. And he's like, no, I've never heard of such a thing, I'm not gonna do it. And she's like, oh, well, they make you do it when you're going through TSA to leave the country. And he's like, well, this is a hotel,
Right.
He's like, I'm not gonna take off my sunglasses. She's like, well, I'm sorry, we can't rent you the room. And so he's like, well, I want the cops to come, I'm not leaving. And so they couldn't reach an agreement, so he just went somewhere else. But the funny thing is the guy owns 160 hotels. He's like, my hotels don't have this policy in place. They're like, it's a silly thing. Like, he said it felt like it was, race related, and I get it. I just don't understand, like, he gave me he gave me two pieces of identification along with his credit card. It's him.
Right.
Like, you don't need to see his eyes to know that.
Was it like
matches.
A Clark Kent moment? Like, with the glasses on, all of a sudden he was unrecognizable?
Right.
Like, that's just absolutely silly to me. How much people are just losing their minds lately. And
crazy.
I don't know. It's interesting. I did see one cool thing. So, Jeffrey Owens, Alvin from The Cosby Show, the one everybody made a big old fuss of. So, Alvin from The Cosby Show got noticed working at a Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Doing his thing, making some money in between gigs. Sure. Like, I think almost like every actor does at some point in their career, whether it's up, down, middle, whatever. And Evil News Corporation decided that would be the best time to go ahead and attempt to shame him for it. Like, look how far he's fallen or something.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry offered him a job. And apparently, like, quite a few job offers have come pouring in for this guy. But more than anything, a lot of actors and just people in general on Twitter are like, the man's making a decent living. He's doing his thing.
He's providing for his family.
Right. He's working. He's making a paycheck. He's working an honest job that I wouldn't be ashamed of. And so it's kind of come around. But it was interesting because he straight up said, he's like, I'm not going to take a gig just because somebody wants to offer me a gig because they saw me working at a Trader Joe's. If they have a role that would be good for me, if they have something they would like me to audition for and I earn the role, then great. But I don't want to use this as like I'm taking a charity for it. So I thought that was kind of like something that looked like it could be bad that's kind of turned out good, and to me just sort of proved like, not only was this guy, up enough that he went out and got himself a job and got himself paychecks, but now he's like, no charity work. I just want to earn some good roles if they're ready for me.
Right. Not everyone that's working at a grocery store is down and out.
I don't know, maybe Trader Joe's pays good. I mean, Costco takes real good care of their people. I mean, they're making $20+ an hour after being there for 4 years. Trader Joe's seems like the kind of place they might be paying their people pretty decent.
They might. I saw, like, I went to Ohio over the weekend. I rented a car. I just don't want to put miles on my car because I don't want it to break down.
That makes sense.
Fair. So I was Yeah, I'm a pretty smart dude.
Your brain
right?
good, man.
My brain does work good. So I was in the waiting room waiting to return my car today, and I saw there's a Forbes magazine in, and it said, "Surprise! Companies who take better care of their workers earn bigger profits."
Yeah.
I was like, "That's fucking weird."
And you
how
don't
does that
have
work?
Well, that's the thing.
You don't
cut
have to retrain people every 6
Right.
months because you can't keep them, and
Right, you cut out turnover rate.
they
can see
want to
that.
go to work. They're more productive. They, don't call in as much. They like being there.
Yeah. Well, I guess places like Costco have been, I guess, under the thumb a little bit, where they're kind of pressuring them into changing their hours, basically trying to talk them into expanding their hours, because their hours of operation are a lot like Sam's Club, and the fact that they don't open until 9 or 10 some places, and then they close at 8 or 9. They're not 24/7.
Yeah.
And Costco's like, no, we're doing fine. We're doing fine on memberships and people buying their goods from us and all that. And on top of that, we're paying people more than they're going to make at Walmart or Target or wherever.
Well, what did I see? Somebody was somebody pointed out that I think and I don't know exactly, but I think I heard one time that the average Costco cashier makes $17 an hour, right?
Yeah.
And then obviously, I think Costco offers benefits, right? So,
Yeah.
it equals out to a little bit more. But I was just interested one day, and I found out that I don't think he is even associated with Costco anymore. But the guy who started Costco is worth $4 billion. So you can pay people a good wage and still be a billionaire,
Right. Well,
the owners of Walmart are each worth $22 billion, and they don't, and then the taxpayers foot the bill for their workers. That's the thing I never understood. People get so upset about when the fast food workers were asking for $15 an hour. I was like, you can get as mad as you want and say, oh, paramedics only make $15 an hour. Well, maybe paramedics should get paid more. Maybe that's what you should be upset about. Number one. The other thing is, if you pay those people $9, $10 an hour or whatever, they're going to get state aid because they can't afford to live on their own. You're paying for that. So would you rather have a billionaire just pay their people a few dollars more an hour, or do you want to pay for it?
Right. Well, the other thing too is
and that's where libertarians come in. They're like, taxation is theft. And don't pay anybody. I'm like,
well, the other thing too is that Costco offers their employees membership for free. They're not, hey, you work here.
We
we're not
get
gonna.
it. You work at Costco.
But with that, they offer you right out the gate. You work for us now, you get a basic membership. And then after so long, they bump you up to an executive membership, which includes a 2% kickback. So they're offering you the chance.
I don't know what that means.
They're offering you the chance, say my household went to Costco and spent $250 a month there.
Yes.
All year long. At the end of the year, we would get a $60 check back. Which is small in the grand scheme of things, but when...
That's a pallet of toilet paper.
Right. That's
You
a whole
tell
lot
me
of shitter
somebody-
paper.
Sometimes
tell
you
me
get that.
Let me
one
get that
person-
Charmin.
Right, you tell me one person that's going to pass up a $60 pallet of toilet paper. You will not find a single household that's like, nah, I can't. Rack that
I
shit
don't
up into
poop
the
that
garage.
much.
Right.
Dude,
Where can I put my barrel of apples?
I'm the only person in my house, and I think I have 20 rolls of toilet paper right now because I just don't want to.
As a backup, yeah.
Yeah, I just.
Just in
I
case
need-
shit Mageddon hits your house.
Shit,
I
Miguel.
looked
I
up,
literally never know.
so I
It's
can't
Taco Bell night.
break out the
Fiesta,
six-pack.
get ready.
I looked it up, and it's an article from 2014, so it's a bit old. But in 2014, Trader Joe's paid its crew members an average minimum hourly wage of $13.29. But if you work 15 hours or more a week, free dental and vision. That's
like,
a big thing because,
Check your-
insurance
check
is
your
what
wallets.
is going to kill you every time.
Right, yeah.
That's everybody's nightmare as an adult. Once you are off your parents'
Ugh.
insurance, that's your back of the head nightmare of I'm pretty healthy and I think it's all okay.
I gotta
But
pay
if
for my teeth straight
something-
cash?
Right, but if something goes wrong, I mean, like, even a cash trip to an urgent care, I mean, you're looking at, what, $150? If you're lucky, you might get a discount, and it's, like, maybe $100. But that's to walk in. That's not including, like, your $90 antibiotic to, you know, get rid of whatever diseases you've picked up in
Right.
the meantime. It's scary. So any place that can offer you a decent insurance package, people
like,
are going to jump on
Why
that.
do you think so many people like work at Starbucks and stay working at Starbucks? You know, like people with PhDs work at Starbucks because they give their employees free healthcare. If you only have to work 20 hours a week and you get healthcare, I don't know how good the healthcare is, but it's still fucking healthcare.
Right,
you know?
any healthcare at that point is
Didn't you work at Starbucks?
amazing.
No.
Sounds like a
But
place that you would work. dude.
Yeah. But I've known people who've worked at Starbucks that, you know, they have stayed there because they treat their employees
Right.
fairly well.
Like they want to keep them around.
Yeah. It's like, we don't want high turnover. We
Yeah.
want low turnover.
Yeah.
And an apple turnover. And here's your coffee. From
So-
this latte.
At Whole Foods, which Amazon just bought, right?
Damn it.
Yeah.
But this was also in 2013. Their
Real
average,
quick, I got a pun name for a breakfast item. Bachman turnover overdrive.
Super close. You're like right there.
Nah, well,
We'll
It's
work
just-
on it.
It's
Damn
too
it.
much. It's too much of a reach, you know.
Bacon turnover overdrive.
No, it gets muddled too much.
It's so
I don't
close.
care. I liked it. I want to see a bunch of people try and order that. Can I get a bacon over? Man, we're just gonna get you a turnover. Like
The
That's
cheese
your
danishes at
iteration.
Starbucks are phenomenal. Just so you guys know.
You're not wrong.
But at apparently in 2013, the average hourly pay at Whole Foods was $18.89 an hour.
Dang.
bang bang.
So yeah, they've got overpriced groceries, but at least they're using that to
Yeah.
Pay their people,
pay their people.
right?
I don't know. That's the other thing. So when the whole Kaepernick came out yesterday, like I fucking knew it was going to be a fucking dumpster
Shit
fire
show,
from
yeah.
the beginning. But they're like, oh, yeah, you guys love Nike. You liberals love Nike so much, but they have sweatshop workers. I'm like, you didn't give a shit about that 2 days ago.
Right.
I never heard you.
Says all the
Right.
people lining up to buy Trump merchandise.
Yeah,
Right.
you weren't saying shit about it when you were rocking your New England Patriots jersey, which are also pumped out by Nike.
Yeah. It's just weird, man. The cognitive dissonance, and I get like what they're trying to do. And I agree, like sweatshops are not good, but you know,
But
this is the time that you want to.
right, as soon as they bring in Colin Kaepernick, you're like, oh, sweatshops, really?
You're literally sticking up for the same people that Kaepernick is sticking up for in a different way.
Right.
I mean, like, it's just mind blowing how much people don't get it.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to
I
burn
just
these
want to
shoes.
teabag them
These-
all, dude. I just want to dip my nuts on all of their faces.
I like the person that burnt his shoes with them on.
That,
Brilliant.
I think that's. I don't think
That's
that's a real
real.
thing.
That's real, player.
No, I don't think
That's
so.
real. They posted pictures.
Yeah, no, I know they posted pictures, but they didn't post a picture of
It's the
him.
internet, so
They
And the
What?
guy, the
Photoshop
account,
is real.
The account.
I don't believe it.
They only showed a picture of his feet. The account. He's got a picture of like a comedy club in his thing. I'm like, this. He's good. I'll give him that. He's good, but he's a comedian.
I don't know, somebody posted, I think it was God, posted something about a bunch of these idiots are going to be burning their Nike shoes. They're probably going to burn their houses down in the process. And they're like, I wonder if Trump wears Nikes.
If he does, he wears the Nikes that look like New Balances, though.
Yeah, the dad shoes.
For sure.
The Nike balances.
I had a really sick joke that nobody appreciated today.
Well, let's hear it.
What was
As
it?
the king of
Let us
underappreciated
appreciate
jokes,
it.
lay it before us.
Like, it'll be a bad day when LeBron James starts wearing a pair of New Balances. It'll be the worst day for white people since the stock market crash. You know what I mean?
Aren't we due
But
for one of those? A solid stock
crash.
market crash?
I don't know. I mean, the one 10 years ago, I think was good enough. Do you guys remember? Did you? I don't know. I was in the military when this happened, so I don't know if everybody got this. But one day, I woke up and checked my bank account, and I just had randomly $600 in there. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And
What?
they're like,
No?
It's
I
like
feel like I would remember a moment like
Yeah.
that.
it was like
No, a lot of us got the.
it was the
check in the mail.
economic. Oh,
Yeah, the stimulus package.
yeah.
Yeah.